Here's your thread. Let's put some pieces together. In 2016, BNY Mellon published a report on, quote, reinventing payments, in which they looked at distributed ledger technology and mentioned Ripple specifically. They gave a timeline of 10 years. That's 2026. And recently, the CEO of MasterCard said he didn't think Swift would be around in 5 years. That's 2027. Now imagine the CEO of MasterCard coming out and saying a statement like that Swift wouldn't be around in 5 years. RippleNet's, that's Ashish Birla, did an interview below in which he said it would take a long time for BNY Mellon to upgrade their mainframe. Well, what if they've been working on it since 2016? Who is BNY Mellon? According to Wikipedia, it's the world's largest custodian bank and security service company with 2.4 trillion in assets under management and 46.7 trillion in assets. And they have a Ripple and XRP in mind for the future. Now remember, the BNY Mellon heir, I forget what his first name was, but he was the son of, whoever was running the BNY Mellon family, the family fund, recently died just a few years ago. And he was holding incredible millions and millions of XRP that he was stuffing away in cold storage, and he had it stuffed in different locations throughout the country. This was the guy who was set to inherit the whole BNY Mellon, the family trust. And then we see here from 2016, they're talking about reinventing payments, and they specifically mention Ripple and giving it a timeline of 10 years, which takes us out to 2026. Now, what was the news that we just heard, right? We already know that ISO 20022 is not going to be fully implemented till 2025, okay? We know that. We know that the Fedwire, they just said that they're not going to update to ISO till 2025, the first quarter of 2025. Now, they were set to start implementing it in November of next year, and of November of this year, Swift is starting to upgrade to ISO. So you have the American Bankers Association, which is part of Fedwire, basically, our payment system here in America, was set to upgrade next year. And you have Swift that's set to upgrade in November. But now they're saying that they're pushing it back till 2025. And you have this BNY Mellon article saying 2026. Well, I'm here to tell you the important part about this is realizing that firms like BNY Mellon, which is the largest custodian bank and security service company with 2.4 trillion assets under management and 46.7 trillion in assets total, started talking about reinventing payments, started talking about Ripple and XRP back in 2016. So when I tell you that all of the banks, the financial institutions, and the people that matter have been sitting at the table with Ripple going back years, I mean, just all the way back, they've been working with BNY Mellon, Bank of England, right? Over 400 banks and financial institutions already on board right now. Already have discussed conversations with 50 central banks. BNY Mellon, largest custodian in the world, back in 2016, talking about reinventing payments with Ripple. So I'm here to tell you that that's what matters. People are caught up on, they're delaying it till 2025. Well, I'm not going to get rich till 2025 then. Or 2026. Okay, I'll wait another year. Back in 2018, 2019, when I got into XRP, it looked like that thing was set to moon, and all I saw was upside potential. This thing needs to just go. Let's turn on the utility. Let's get it going. Then the SEC lawsuit comes in. Then the SEC lawsuit continues and drags on and wears us out. And then we miss the bull run. And then now the case continues to get stalled out. And now the SEC is embarrassing themselves while still fighting this case, stalling up XRP. While we're in the middle of a very visible now debt, liquidity, and inflation crisis.